What third phase?
Third phase Moon Blake Cousins, we had some interesting footage coming out of Los Angeles. Something went down in the skies and below. As we're looking at right now, we're looking at 4 or 5 helicopters very low to the ground in some kind of crazy exercise going on. We're not exactly sure what the reasoning is, but this video is quite amazing as we look at some kind of exercise. You see people running on the streets. Are these soldiers doing some kind of door-to-door operation? We're not exactly sure what the reasoning is behind it. Recently, they just put out a statement that there was some kind of exercise, and apparently they let some people know, but according to the people of Los Angeles, nobody knew anything. They were stunned, and people were surprised when they saw these Black Hawk helicopters flying just 15, 20 feet off the ground itself, through the streets and the buildings. Incredible video, and we're looking at it, and we are stunned, as well as the person who shot this. This video is shot by Alex Strezev. He says we can share the video as long as we give him credit. So we're going to supply the original link in the description. I assure you, take a look at the original video. This is no Hollywood stunt, in my opinion. What we're looking at right now is something major going on in Los Angeles. Let's just listen in right now and watch as the helicopter lands, and you can see people running. What are they carrying over there? We zoomed in and we're trying to figure out exactly what are they extracting from these buildings. Apparently, from eyewitnesses, not only were they landing in the middle of the streets, but they were landing on top of buildings and evacuating people from certain locations. Whatever it was and whatever is happening in Los Angeles apparently is going to be going on for the next 3 or so days. So stay tuned for more events. But right now, this video is incredible, with Black Hawk helicopters landing in and out of intersections, extracting people from the ground. What's going on here? We notice their lights are blacked out too. There's really no indication of FAA warnings. This is very dangerous indeed. If you were on the streets, you would have thought that this would be some kind of movie set, some kind of action sequence being filmed by Michael Bay or Steven Spielberg, but nothing's going on to that effect. You don't see any studio lighting, any cameraman around. And again, here's the Black Hawk landing in the middle of the street, and all these soldiers are running out to it, quickly getting in. And again, they're carrying something out there. What is that? Brent, I want to get your thoughts.
Yeah, check that out, Blake. We have 2 Black Hawks that just came in, extracted the people, the guys on the ground, these soldiers, and they're carrying something. Now we have Black Hawk number 2. They just boarded, and it seems like, are they going to lift off right now? It looks like they got everybody on board. This is fascinating footage. Even if it is an exercise, the way the media was basically, they weren't giving anybody any updates of what was about to go down. I did hear from a friend of mine that there was a tweet or so about some Black Hawks that just left Long Beach and they were going to perform some military exercise. And yeah, sure, but the people aren't getting notified. This was a shocker to everybody.
Absolutely. And look at this Black Hawk. There is no light signals whatsoever on it. There's no tail lights blinking. This thing is actually super stealth. And to do this in the middle of the city around approximately 10 p.m. last night, something big went down. Look again. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 helicopters.
Look at these guys are coming in. You got 4 or 5 helicopters, definitely military in design, and they're all in progression. It does look like they're basically training, that there's a formation of an idea what's going on, but could there be something else in downtown that needed to be extracted, and this is just some sort of cover story? That's basically a good possibility.
Well, you gotta say too, as well, is when you're looking at the video, we don't see any roadblocks, but you don't see any cars on the streets as well. So if anybody was in the Los Angeles area and witnessed this, and you were stopped in a roadblock, so you weren't in the streets along these military helicopters, I'd sure like to know. And if you've got videos of the same exact thing showing really weird behavior, definitely submit that video to us right here at Third Phase Moon. And right now, this is again coming in from Los Angeles, from Alex Strezev, and people are saying that this is some of the craziest footage that they've ever seen. And they say some of this stuff has been happening in Ogden and Utah a few months ago, and now it's like happening in Los Angeles. What's going on, and what are they extracting from the ground? You see them carrying something. Is this some kind of, maybe, dare I say, a body bag? I'm not exactly sure what they're carrying out of there, but it definitely looks very suspicious. Are they practicing for certain things that are coming up? Well, that is the big question. What's the reason behind this? Why didn't they get people's more attention that they were going to be doing something like this? Because there were thousands of people that were just taken by surprise about what happened just last night.
Yeah, for the common people that just trying to get by in the world and living in downtown, and hey, the stress has already gone off the hook over there. Why not just practice someplace else? Keep it in a military base. And I don't think they really need to go out on the streets and perform these operations. If they call it an exercise, we're not sure what it is, but they should perform these someplace else.
You would think so. And again, look at the helicopter. It just took off with a pretty big crew of people. I would say about maybe 15 to 17 people landed into this Black Hawk. And again, the Black Hawk has no lights and no FAA lights. It's pretty much in stealthness at this moment, trying to evade any kind of, I would say, exposure to the people.
Yeah, check out that gun turret on it too. It's huge. This thing's weaponized. It doesn't seem like they're going out non-locked and loaded. These guys are ready for business.
Whatever happened in Los Angeles last night, again, it might be happening for the next 3 nights. So everybody, have your cameras ready, because I got a feeling things are going to be going down tonight and tomorrow night. Blake Cousins, keep your eyes on the skies. Be safe out there. And we'll see you again next time. Thanks, Brendan.
Here comes the Black Hawk, I think. Oh, he's like invincible. Oh my God.